Happy Tuesday, grade threes! Today we are going to actually start looking at some of the coins and figuring out what they mean. So the cool thing with us being at home right now is that you actually can play with some coins. You may have a bunch of coins. You might have like a coin jar in your house. That is a great thing to use right now to help you practice counting. If you don't have a lot of coins, I don't have any pennies at home right now or any toonies, so I won't be showing you those ones. I have sent a sheet with a whole bunch of money printed on it. You can cut those out, put them in an envelope, and then anytime you need to practice counting money, you can take those out and move them around however you need to try to figure that out. So we know that with money, you can count in cents or in dollars. This week, we're only going to worry about cents. So don't think about dollars right now. We're just thinking about cents. A penny, which we don't really use anymore, is 1 cent. Okay? Let's go to the next one. The next one would be a nickel. Let's see. There you go. A nickel is 5 cents. So a nickel would be the same as 1 penny, right? It has a beaver on it. You can see it. You're trying to see. I'll compare them in a minute. The next one would be a dime. Right? The dime has a schooner on it, and it is worth 10 cents. It's even smaller than a penny. I don't know if you knew that. Next, we have our quarter. Okay, a quarter. Oh, it's so weird to try to do this. A quarter is worth 25 cents. And then we'll take a look at the loonie, the golden one with a loon on it, which is why we call it a loonie. And it is worth 100 cents. So don't think it's worth $1 yet. It is, but it's 100 cents. Okay? So I could have this, or I could be holding 100 pennies in my hand. It would be much nicer to be holding this. Now, when you have all of your coins, the amount that they're worth is telling you what you should be skip counting by when you count them. So let's see if I can sort of angle this towards you. Oh, not very well. Those are the different, oh, this is bad, you guys. The different amounts of money and sort of the size. If you have money at home, you can compare them yourself. So if I have a nickel, if I have 3 nickels, I'm going to skip count by 5, 3 times. You see how multiplication sort of comes in here? So if I had 3 nickels, it would be 5, 10, 15 cents, right? If I had 4 dimes, well, with a dime, I'm going to skip count by, how many cents is it again? Oh yeah, it's 10. So if I had 4 dimes, I'm going to skip count by 10 4 times. 10, 20, 30, 40, okay? 25 cents, I'm going to skip count by 25s. So I'm hoping yesterday you all took me seriously and you memorized how to count by 25. If you didn't, practice today. But if we're skip counting twice, I have 2 quarters, 25, 50. So remember, the coins just tell us what we're counting by when we have them. Now I have 3 different coins here. Could I count them together? I could, but I would need to count them separately. So I would start, and actually this is sort of the rule. You always start with the biggest amount that you have. So I have 5 cents, 10 cents, and 25 cents. I'm going to start with 25 cents. So 25 plus another 10, that would be 35, plus another 5 would be 40. So right here in my hand, I have 40 cents. All right. In your work today, you're going to have to skip count with coins, and there's going to come a couple questions near the end where you're going to skip count with the 2 different kinds of coin. So you'll start with the bigger amount, the greater amount, and then you'll move down to the smaller amount. You're going to turn in your book right now to page 121, and we're going to go over exactly what you need to do today. All right, in today's work, we are looking at counting with coins. So remember that the different coins just tell us what we're counting by. Are we counting by 1s? Are we counting by 5s? Are we counting by 10s, by 25s, by 100s? You know how to count by all of those. so this won't be that difficult. So you're going to do number 1 today, and you're going to tell me how many pennies would make a nickel. Okay, well, a penny is 1 cent, a nickel is 5 cents. So how many pennies would I need to make 5 cents? All right, and then you're actually going to go down all the way to 5, and you're going to count on by dimes. If you don't remember how much a dime is worth, look back up at the top. A dime is worth 10 cents, so I'm counting by tens. So I'm starting at 20, counting by tens. 20, what would come next if I'm counting by tens, right? And then again, you'll do that starting at 15. We're not counting by fives, but we can count by count by tens starting at 15. 15, 25, and so on. Right, then you're going to turn over the page. You're going to take a look at number 7. Now we're counting by quarters. Again, if you don't remember what a quarter is worth, go back, take a look at this chart. Oh, it is 25 cents. We're going to count by 25s, which I hope you memorized yesterday. All right, so you're going to count on in these ones. In number 8, it starts getting tricky. They're not just going to let you count by one thing. So you're going to start by counting by 5s, and then you're going to count by 1s. So 5, 10, I'm not going to give the answer, but you're all screaming it, I hope. And then count by 1, 16, 17, You're just counting there by 1s, right? Okay, and then in number 9, you're going to count on by the first coin value given and then the second. So if I have a nickel, what am I counting by? Counting by 5s. If I have pennies, I'm counting by 1s. So it'd be 5, 10, and so on until I get here, and then I'm switching to counting by 1s. Here we're basically doing the same thing, except we have some different things we're counting by. We're going to start counting by 10s and then switch and count by 5s. All right? Number 11, we're going to start by counting by whatever a dime is worth. If you're not sure, look back to the page before, and then by nickels. All right? So we're just continuing on with this idea of counting by one number first and then another number the second time. Then you're going to come down to number 13, starting with the 25s and then counting by 5s. And you're going to do 14. Okay, so this time they haven't drawn the line that they have in all of these other questions to show where you start counting by a different number, but you could draw a line in between the two different coins to help you if you need to do that. Or you could just say, okay, I'm going to count by whatever a quarter is worth, and then I will start counting by whatever a nickel is worth. Again, if you have any questions about how to actually do this, try it out first. Usually when you try it, it ends up being correct. So do that first. And then if you're still not sure, we have our Classroom Google Hangout set up. You can go on there and ask a question. I'll check as often as I can and get back to you. If I get the same question a lot, I'll probably make an extra little video for you guys. But you're going to do a really good job. See you tomorrow.